and welcome to another episode of the Ultimate Decades Challenge. We are in the second half of 1327. In the first half, we had Esther move out of the family home to go work for the Lord's family, and we had the two youngest Barrow siblings, Alexander and Allison, move in. Kaelin started getting closer to his soulmate Morgan Hale, although nothing serious has happened between them yet. And Kaelin's wife Becca has given birth to a healthy little girl who I have since renamed Mary in honor of the Barrow matriarch, Rosemary. Today, we are going to take a look at what some of our side households are up to before we head back to our main household for the winter harvest. One thing that happened in between episodes while I was doing townie management is that Gabriella gave birth to a little baby boy, and so we are going to visit them a little bit later to do the death rolls. For now, we are starting off the episode with Adrianna. About a year ago, Adrianna ran away with the outlaw Harlan Graves, and the two of them spent a few months traveling before they ended up in Tartosa. I imagine Harlan probably asked her, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go? And Adrianna doesn't know much about the world outside Henford and Windenburg, but her father used to tell her stories that his mother, Elena, used to tell him about her homeland of Tartosa, and so that is where Adrianna decided they would go. With Adrianna's inheritance money and the money that Harlan has saved up over the years, they purchased a small home where they have started to make Adrianna's dream of owning a ranch with lots of animals a reality. They are now living here with Lavender, who left Windenburg with them to escape all of the bad things she did and start fresh. She has been helping them with all the work to be done on the ranch, and we also have young Kara here, who is Harlan's illegitimate daughter. You might notice I gave Adrianna a bit of a makeover. I figure after living with Harlan and Lavender for a while, she might have gotten a little bit influenced by their style, and so she is now looking a little more like the rebel that she is at heart. Oh boy. Right, so Harlan has the mean trait, and he seems to be a little mean towards his poor daughter. So that's a shame. He wants to teach her to be sorry, right. Also, another little surprise that we have is that Adrianna is currently pregnant. Actually, you can't really tell in this clothing, but she is. She's going to be in her second trimester in 21 hours. So as you can see, they've got things pretty much... Is the cat stealing... Is he stealing the food from the chickens? Or, okay then. So yeah, so as you can see, their farm is going pretty well. They've got a cow. Oh, she's filthy. Here, let's have Kara leave this conversation. She's gonna come and take care of the animals. Maybe she'll grow up to be an animal enthusiast through Adrianna's influence. One thing that also happened while I was here setting them up and trying to get Adrianna pregnant is that Lavender autonomously joined them. And so I guess there's sort of a throuple now. I mean, Lavender isn't into men, so she must be specifically into Adrianna. However, they're still enemies from when Lavender attempted to kill Brayden. So, I don't know, maybe there's some sort of enemies to lover story happening between them. Oh, right, and we have Oscar. Oh, her relationship with Oscar didn't start very well. Oscar is Harlan's dog, of course. He wants to be mean to someone. Here, I'll have him be mean to Lavender for no reason. Maybe these two are gonna get into some sort of argument and Lavender's gonna end up leaving, which would be fine. I don't necessarily need her to stick around. I just thought it would make sense that she would leave Windenburg and then help them get set up. So this is a little lot that I built myself, so that's why it's not all that great, but you know, it does the job. So we've got a little sleeping area in the back here for Harlan and Adrianna and Kara, and upstairs we've got a little attic where Lavender is currently staying. They're also not very far from the brothel, so I keep seeing the Roses walk by here, and okay. Well, that's, okay, I'll go look somewhere else. Let's take a look at what Kara is doing, and she's embarrassed because she saw... Oh no. She got curious and now she has no idea what she stumbled across. And there we go. Okay, Lavender joined them. Oh boy. Okay, well, that's fine. I'm just going to have little Kara come over here and why not play with the chickens? We can come play with the chickens. Oh dear. So I just went and checked what they were up to, and they're doing this on Kara's bed, so it's a bit disturbing. Okay, now they're done, and they just became good friends. Well, I am happy for you guys. All right, so that was pretty much everything that I wanted to do here. I just wanted to show you guys where these guys were at, and that Adrianna is sporting a little baby bump, even if you can't really see it, but she is pregnant. So I am going to go and check in on another one of our side households that we haven't seen for a while. While we're in Tartosa, the other side family I'd like us to spend a bit of time with is the Bakers, who are currently living at the brothel. Now, I'm going to stop calling these two the Bakers because they were formerly adopted by the Madame, and so their name is now Rochefort. This is really just to differentiate them from their brothers Vasco and Zayne, who are back in Windenburg. Lucia is now 18, so I figured it might be time for her to join her adoptive sisters in their trade at the brothel and see what sort of sim she might attract. I also wouldn't mind her getting her first pregnancy because her young adult birthday is right around the corner, and I'd like her to have at least one living child before we get there, just in case the roll goes wrong. I set this up as a call center that is with Nisa's mod with Wicked Whims. I have never used it before, so I have no idea what is going to happen. This is also a live-in bar, which is currently open, but we don't... okay, so we've got 2 visitors here. I added a bunch of sims to the world of Tartosa from the gallery. I did it in a bit of a hurry, so I actually did not save these sims in my gallery, and so I'm not actually sure who they're from. I'm very sorry about that. Bye now. I'm not really sure how to go about... what's this? Shout forbidden words? Why? No need. Here, this guy looks kind of rich, so why don't we go and do a friendly introduction to this guy? And Zayne here is going to tend the bar. We usually get a lot more guests, so I'm not sure. Oh, it's Lavender. Right, so of course Lavender would be one of the first people to visit the brothel when it opens. Lucia's unattracted to Turbert. Okay, Harlan? Excuse me? Wait. Why does she have a romance bar with Harlan? Harlan, have you been up to no good? Well, whatever. At least we've got an actual client here. So I'm going to have Lucia introduce herself to him. This is a sim that I've got off the gallery, but I gave him a pretty big makeover. And, oh, be asked for woohoo. I don't know by whom. Oh, by him. Oh, that's great. Wow, that was like instantaneous. Okay, there Lucia goes with her first client. And Oscar came with Harlan, I bet. Where'd Harlan go? Oh, there. Zayne is being a good servant, and he is making food for their clients and visitors. And why is Harlan... Harlan, are you stealing? Wow, what a sim. Oh no. Endrio Baker just stopped what they were thinking about and found themselves staring at lavender graves. Oh no. Endrio, I'm sorry to break it to you, but she's probably here for the ladies. She's not here for you. I'm sorry. I can't believe I added plenty of sims to Tartosa, and then the game just keeps generating new sims to come here. Like, that's exactly what I didn't want. Okay, well, in any case, Lucia got her first client. Congratulations, Lucia. She looks pretty satisfied. Oh, hang on a second. Oh no, Angelique is interested in Harlan Graves. Oh, we've got a dreamboat. It is Vilcus from Plumbobs and the Past series. I added him on a whim in my game along with a few of Sleepy's sims, and he actually showed up to the brothel. Okay, I'll actually have her go and do a flirty introduction. And who knows, maybe maybe Lucia's first child will be from the Miskinus line. So I'm not too sure what... Oh no, she's instantly unattracted to Vilcus. That's so sad. Oh, okay, so it's the evening and we're getting more sims. Maybe that was why we weren't getting anyone earlier. Oh, she learned about his financial status. That's very important. So I'll have her try and make a move on Vilcus. Oh, he just immediately left. I clicked on her to make a move and he just like, bye. I'll just have her introduce herself to all of the men and we'll see if anything happens. Oh, he seems to be going upstairs. She has instant attraction to Carlo Crespo. Okay. I think this is actually the rando that got a romance bar with Fatima out of nowhere. Oh, Endrio Baker just stopped what they were thinking about for a moment and found themselves staring at Nadia. Okay, so she's over here. I'll have Endrio come and introduce himself. I'm not really sure where I'm gonna go with Endrio at the moment. Oh, she thinks he's weird. Well, of course she does. He is creepy. I'm still gonna have him insist. You know, he's the reason he's creepy is because he's like super energetic and too cheerful. So I'm just gonna have him smother her in like good vibes. So Lucia did seem to like him. So why does she have all of these like mean interactions? Oh, okay. She can also woohoo with him. So here, I'll try it. You know, we gotta get the money rolling in, even though they're pretty much rich. We have a cat just sort of sitting here, Snugs. Okay, maybe we can adopt him. Okay, so he's sort of getting along with her. So as I was going to say, Endrio, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with him. Talk about fantasies? He is creepy. Let's go for it. Excuse me, I was just... Okay. No, he's just talking about his fantasies. It's all fine. It's all fine. Okay, well... No, it wasn't fine. They're gone. They're going for it. Okay, I gave a lot trait to this place because it is a brothel, but it's a lot. So Endrio does have 10 baby tries, so I am going to have to find him a lady at some point, but I'm not sure if he's going to stay in Tartosa or if he might... Well, who knows? Maybe if he falls in love with this lady, the woman that he just left with is actually one of the sailors that I added into the game, and she's living on a ship, and it's Miles from Sleepy's playthrough. Oh boy, we have to go introduce ourselves to Miles. We need those genetics. I don't know if Endrio is going to be staying in Tartosa, but if he falls in love with this sailor lady who has her own ship and everything, maybe he is going to leave with her. And he could maybe even marry her. And what the heck? Oh, Daisy! Daisy had a baby! Okay, we're gonna have to go see Daisy later as well. So we've got Gabriella and Daisy that we're gonna have to go and roll for. And she had one female baby. Okay. Alright, so this is going to be an episode of running around our side households, I think. I just really want to have Lucia come and sit down and oh my gosh, everybody keeps joining in the fun over here. And oops, here, she's gonna go and compliment him. You know, she's going to try and turn on the charm. She wants to show the madame that she can be a great employee. What can she do here? Oh, maybe just small talk to start off. Ask about his day. Okay, he's being pretty charming as well. And I'll have her do a little flirt. Okay, he's into it. Ask about his love life. Maybe ask if, well, she probably shouldn't ask if he has a wife. That could... Why are you leaving? Oh. Alright then. Bye. We can always try again later. So... Alright, that was pretty much all I wanted to do. Well, I should probably check if she's pregnant first. Okay, let's check if she's pregnant and we can leave after that. What's going on over here? He's just alone and he got, like, hearts? I don't know. Seems sus to me. Alright, so we're just gonna check to see if Lucia might be pregnant. If she's not, it's fine. We're still gonna go and check on our other side households. She wants to mock uncool adult. Okay, she's not pregnant. I might go and do this off screen just because I don't want things to be a bit too steamy for YouTube. But yeah, so this is the sort of life that Lucia is going to be living until we get her 5 pregnancies done. She rolled not to get married, so I think her 5 pregnancies are probably going to be from clients, or maybe she'll have one client that she prioritizes if, let's say, she meets her soulmate or she falls in love with one of them. But so far that doesn't seem to be the case. Everything seems very casual. and she is hedonistic, so I think this fits for her really well. As for Endrio, well, Endrio did quite like Nadia, so we might actually have him leave with her, or he can always stick around here for a while, and if he meets someone else, he can also go elsewhere. I don't think he's going to stay at the brothel forever, but he is supposed to get married, so we're gonna have to have him meet a lady somehow. Oh, yeah, that's true. He could just join Nadia on the ship for a while, and then I don't know, maybe they break up and he decides to stay wherever they are. So maybe he'll end up in another kingdom. Many, many possibilities. But for now, I'm going to have to fix that blue hair. And then we are going to go and see Gabriella. Basil! Right, so this is the name that I gave him. I named him Basil Atwood. I thought a plant-inspired name would fit best. So here he is. Let's go and cuddle the little guy, and then we are going to have to roll. As usual, we are going to roll for Mama first. She cannot roll a 1. She is fine. Rolling for baby. Baby is fine. Does he survive infancy? He does. All right, so Gabriella got 1 tragedy, but she now has a little baby boy who is perfectly fine. We're gonna stick around until I can age him up and take a look at what Corey's up to here. He's just standing around outside. Oh, he wants to talk to Shanna. Oh, Shanna's coming outside to talk to him. Okay, you know, you guys could have stayed inside. It is snowing. Well, whatever. Oh, she said, yeah, well, I was going to say she, but it's a he. He's got so much hair. All right, so that's little baby Basil. In the last episode, I cut out a bit where I did Gabriella and Corey's young adult roles just because there was nothing happening. They both succeeded their roles and they're both fine. So they have a ton of time to get their 9 pregnancy attempts done. So now that baby Basil is aged up and healthy, we can move on to go take a look at the Pasquet household. Oh, look at them. They're so cute. I don't know why they're doing this outside at night, but it's a vibe. Okay, we're here at the Pasquet Inn, and we have Tiffany Pasquet, who was born here. Let's have Noah come and rock his little girl. I kind of like the name Tiffany just because it reminds me of Stephanie, his sister, but I don't think it's very period appropriate. But why not? We'll leave it. It was inspired by Stephanie. That's what we're going to say. They've been pretty lucky with all of their baby tries so far. They got 2 sets of twins, and at least 1 twin survived every time, so they've already got 4 kids here. Okay, so here is Noah with little baby Tiffany. We're gonna do the rolls. We're gonna roll for Mama first. Mama makes it. We're gonna roll for baby. Baby makes it. Does she survive infancy? She does! Wow, okay. We're having a lot of luck today, which is a bit scary because if Adrianna gives birth in the next episode, I hope the luck will hold because if it doesn't, I am going to be devastated. Okay, so baby Tiffany survives. And I'm gonna age her up right away because it is past midnight. Aw, who would have thought Noah, the bad-natured little brat, would end up being like this perfect daddy, you know? Are you doing anything? Is this happening? Why are all of the clients coming up here to the nursery? You guys shouldn't be here. And she is a cautious little girl. That's fine. And there we go. Oh, Tiffany, she has red hair like her father. Well, auburn, not really red. Okay, we're starting to have a good little army of kids here. That's perfect. Okay, so before anything wonky starts happening, I am going to head on to our main household for the last day of the year because it is the winter harvest. All right, here we are with the Barrow household. We are very early in the morning. Fatima and Brayden are out here on their own. I'm not sure. Maybe they went out for a walk. Maybe neither of them could sleep because of all of the tragedy. that's been happening. And the first thing it offers is compliment appearance. So I think I will go to compliment her appearance. I feel like Brayden isn't quite done with their relationship. He isn't giving up yet. So I'll just let them... Aw, kiss cheek. There, I'll let them go for the rest. I'll just do a little bit of flirtation between them because I feel like that's what Brayden would do. So one really interesting comment that I got in one of the last videos is that if something happens to Romarin and we skip brothers to make Kaelin or Alexander the heir, it might actually be fun to play as Alexander as a keeper of a prison, because that would be a pretty interesting gameplay, right? I just don't know how I'd go about it, but I feel like that we could have a lot of fun with that. So that is one idea. If Romarin doesn't make it, if he does make it, we're gonna... What is that? Oh, it's like a bird. Okay. And oh, seriously? Oh my gosh. They're in the next room. I didn't even see them come in, but they're in the next room on Adrianna's bed. So that's great. Okay, well, I'll just let the autonomy do its thing. So Alexander is still pretty young at the moment, so I'm not going to have him go out too much to find a spouse just yet. He still has a few years, and he has, I think, 5 baby tries, so he's not in a big rush. If we want him to be a prison keeper, we're going to have some way for him to end up in that profession. So we're going to keep an eye open for opportunities. And then, of course, we have Allison with her 10 baby tries. She is probably going to have to get married to a sim that she's pretty attracted to. Or maybe we could try and find her soulmate. Okay, these 2 are done. So, all right. I don't know if Fatima might be pregnant. I am going to try for a pregnancy. I feel like she would be really nervous if they had woohoo and she risked being pregnant. So, although I did get a pop-up saying that she could be pregnant though. So maybe, oh yeah, I didn't look at what kind of woohoo they were doing. So maybe it couldn't cause pregnancy. So I won't do a test for nothing. We're going to keep our hard-earned cash. So it's 5 in the morning. I am going to have Brayden come and start the harvest, and I'm going to have Fatima, maybe, I think I'm going to have her keep working on spinning thread to sell. Great. Brayden is eating because, you know, he's a glutton. So he's eating and harvesting at the same time, and he's tense because he has a hangnail. Oh, great. All of our chickens are getting old, and they just don't make enough hatchable eggs to be able to replenish the coop. I think I'm just going to have to buy more chickens. Where'd our goats go? Oh, no. I think Adrianna left with our goats. She left with our goats and our sheep. Oh, man. Okay, we're going to have to buy new ones. So we're going to have to invest in our farm a little bit. Alexander is here to help on the farm. And while Brayden and Romarin are doing all the work, he is sitting here with his sister while she's knitting. And he's doing... Oh, hang on. Let me get the sheep out and then he can come shear the sheep. There we go. And this time I actually did buy only sheep and not goats by accident. Oh no, we've got a hen who got out of the pen. Can I just grab her and put her back in? Oh, thank goodness. She's starving. Oh no. How did you get out there? Isn't this locked? Oh, I think she went out of the pen to pass away because she's an elder. Yeah, death is here. Okay, that was why. Well, sorry little hen. We're gonna have to buy new ones. Oh, Romarin just walked by Alexander and had a bad sentiment with him. Not an animal, a friend. Oh, Alexander traded away the hen because she was close to passing away. And Romarin is sad about it. That's so cute. There, let's have him go and play with his stuffed toy here. Oh, Stuart is here visiting. Okay. I'll have Brayden come and invite him in. Maybe he came to check up on the harvest, ask if they needed a hand since he knows they were short-handed, but now that Alexander is here, everything is pretty much under control. Oh, great. So I had to reintroduce them to each other, and they really don't like each other. Okay, so since it is the harvest, I am going to invite over Kat, why are you always upset? I'm gonna invite over some family so that we can celebrate the harvest. Mr. Wiggles is upset because he's hungry and the food bowl is already full. So I don't know what is up with again? You guys! No, I'm not gonna zoom in on you guys while you're doing that. We're gonna go and take a look at what Alexander is doing. And nobody better join you guys during the family dinner. That would be absolutely horrible. Like, Stuart, you better stay in this conversation. If you go over there, I am throwing you out. Aw, Alexander's manners is in range to earn the good manners trait. Well, he might be cruel, but at least he's got good manners. Okay, so these two are done again, and the interesting thing is that every time that they go for a woohoo, it seems like they're doing interactions that won't result in pregnancy. So it's like they autonomously decided that they would not be trying for children anymore. Okay, it's 1 p.m. So I created a club with most of our family. I didn't manage to put them all in there because I had a limit of 12. So I'm going to up the limit for the next episode. And then I'll actually have a club with the entire family that we can invite over for a party. Would Alexander like deep thoughts? I think he would. So I am going to invite over the entire family. Oh man, I just realized I left the dice roller up again. Anyways, so all of our family is gathering here. I included Quentin as part of the family just because I feel like they would always invite him over for parties. Brayden is erratic. Erratic Sims live an emotional roller coaster that is unpredictable. Poor Brayden. I think he's really taking the loss of his children really hard. Fatima probably feels as though Brayden losing it a bit might be her fault. I think I'll have Fatima come and greet Zayne. Oh gosh, the first thing, woohoo or check him out. No. Flatter? Why not? Let's go flatter him. So I guess Fatima probably feels like Brayden's new erratic trait. So the fact that he might be a little bit, I don't want to say he's diving off the deep end, but where's he going? I'd say Fatima probably sees that Brayden is not well. He's not all there. And she probably feels like it's her fault that she lost the children, even though, you know, that's not the case. It isn't her fault, but she feels like it is, you know, and maybe she's afraid that he's going to regret staying with her. So I imagine that she might be, oh gosh, Howard is here and he's, what just happened? What just happened? Oh my gosh. I thought they were going off to woohoo. What is this, being be greeted? But dude, you're married. What is happening? Oh no. Okay, I thought she had a romance bar with Hubert. No, we don't need that. So I wonder if Zayne may have heard of the issues that Fatima and Brayden are having, and maybe he's a bit worried about Fatima, you know, that, well, her health, first of all, but also that, you know, maybe she's starting to feel unhappy, and it must make him sad, you know, as her soulmate. So maybe he just wants to know if there's anything that he can do to help her. And I think she's really going to need his emotional comfort. Man, it's just always like blow a kiss and ask on a date. It's not offering anything friendly. It just really wants me to go for a flirt. But I am not going to do that. I'm going to let them be autonomous about it. I'm having her tell some jokes because it's one of the event challenges. Or goals, I should say. Try for baby. No, ask risque question. Oh my gosh, calm down. No, go away. Hubert. Okay, I am just going to get these two out of this conversation because it's too much. There are too many people here. Okay, so I got these two out here and I really just want them to have a conversation. Just a normal, maybe even a deep conversation. Yeah, why not? Oh, where are you going? Sit your ass down, Zayne. It has to be woohoo partner. No, not yet. There, so I just want him to try and reassure her a little bit and just, you know, be a shoulder for her to cry on if she needs it. Should I have her flirt? I feel like it would be kind of inappropriate. Oh, and her sister is here. Or her sister-in-law, rather. Yeah, there might be a bit too many people here to, be able to have this conversation safely. Oh, oops. Oh, well, I had her tickle him, and I didn't realize it was specifically a flirtatious option, but it's fine. He really does not want to stay here. I don't know what that was. Whisper sweet nothings. I kind of want to. I will. I'm just... Oh man. I just feel like, you know, after everything that's happened, she might just want comfort and an easy relationship, you know? Things with Brayden have been sort of tense for a long time, and maybe she just sees that the grass is greener with Zayne, you know? So maybe she is going to, you know, like nothing too physical. I'm just gonna have them stay together and like, there, maybe he's going to tell her, I'm here if you need anything, and oh my gosh. Oh, what? She wants to go kiss Brayden now? Oh, what? Or he's coming to kiss her? No, she queued up that she wants to go and kiss Brayden after flirting with Zayne. I wonder if she feels a bit bad. You know, like maybe she was sitting with him and realizing that, oh man, I'm really falling in love with this man. And she's like, no, I have to go and, oh, it's prom. Can I? Of course it bugged out. Someone in the comments said I can travel there manually and it'll work though. So I am going to try that. I just want to finish up over here with Zayne and Brayden and everything. I just think that Fatima might be feeling bad about flirting with Zayne and slowly falling in love with him. So just to reassure herself that it's a good decision to stay with Brayden, she went over and kissed him. Okay, so I am gonna make an attempt at traveling with Alexander and Allison to the prom venue. I'm gonna save first in case everything explodes, and we're gonna see what happens. Well, surprise, it didn't work. So I'm here at the auditorium and it's set up for graduation instead of prom. And I don't know how to change it. I can change it in build mode, but it will not change it in live mode. So that's it. I give up with this. I don't know how to make prom work. Okay, so I just came back here and our guests are all celebrating that Noah's here, I guess. And everybody is leaving. I guess the celebration is over. It is 7 p.m. So I guess I'll get these guys to go back inside. Romarin started cross-stitching on his own, which I thought was kind of cute. And look at Fatima. She's gone to kiss him now that everybody's gone. Man, Fatima, you're really giving me mixed signals. I don't get it. I'm not sure what you guys expect me to do. Like, is Brayden the one who should start looking elsewhere? Oh. Why are... Okay, I guess they have a difficult dynamic now. Even though, strangely enough, Alexander is the one who's being okay, and Brayden is the one who's being a bit bizarre. Oh, Flarn from Erratic Trait. Blursh, Bechalou, Blursh. And he wants to go take it out on the plush toy. Poor Brayden. I think the situation has really gotten to him. Oh, man. Look at Fatima with all of her flirty moodlets. You know, I wish there was an easy way to split stacks. Like, I've got 99 plus onions. I'd like to sell half and keep the other half, but I just don't really know how. Well, I guess they're all going in the pantry. And I just realized there are a bunch of plants that were not harvested, so we're gonna have Brayden do this at 9 p.m. It is the end of the day and also the end of the year, so I'm gonna be leaving this part here. I feel like today went surprisingly well. Everything went really smoothly. We got to see what Adrianna and Lucia are up to, and we also succeeded all of our birth rolls today. And even trying to make a little bit of drama with Fatima ended up pretty tame. In the next episode, we don't have any birthdays to do, so we're probably going to be setting up the farm for the springtime. And we might also start going out a little bit with Alexander to meet some other teens. Or perhaps we could also take Romarin to go and meet other children to play with. So once again, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.